Hello, welcome to day 29 of Spoken, your 30-day yoga journey. Today's title is Overcomer, and this is from John 16:33. It says, I have told you these things so that in me you may have peace. In this world you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world. So Jesus overcame the world through his death, burial, and resurrection. He defeated Satan and has freed us Christians from the fear of death. Through Jesus, we have eternal life and we can have peace here on earth because Jesus has already won. Today, I would like us to meditate on the word overcomer. Let's take a few breaths here. Close your eyes and discover for yourself what the word overcomer means to you. We can take heart because Jesus has already overcome the world. Our yoga practice today focuses on stretching out our neck and shoulders. I don't know about you, but I hold a lot of tension and stress in my neck and shoulders. So I'm excited to stretch that out today. And as we do, continue to meditate on the word overcomer. And as we overcome this stress and tension in our neck and shoulders, release that and give that to God. So let's start in a cross-legged seated position. And interlace your fingers and bring your knuckles underneath your chin. On your inhale, you're going to arch your back and look up and bring your elbows together as close as you can. And then on your exhale, release and open up your elbows. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. 1 more time. Inhale, come up. And exhale, come down. Good. Now gently interlace your fingers on the back of your head and look down. We're not pulling or tugging or straining. Just adding a little weight, stretching out the back of our neck. 1 more breath here. Good, gently release. Okay, from here we're going to get into a seated twist. So lay down your right lower leg parallel to the side of the mat, and then extend your left leg back. And then we're going to cross over our left hand to our right knee and take a gentle twist here. Then we're going to bring our chin over to our left shoulder for a nice neck stretch. One more breath here. Good, and release. Slowly unwind, and we're going to do the other side. So lay down the left leg parallel to the front of the mat and bend your right leg behind. Sit up nice and tall and then twist to your left. Right hand coming to left knee. And then bring your chin over to your right shoulder. You should feel a nice neck stretch here. One more breath. Good. Slowly release. I failed to mention at the beginning of the video, if you have a block and a strap handy, go ahead and get those. We're going to come into hero's pose. And if you have a block, you might want to go ahead and sit on it. And so the tops of your feet are flat. Sit up nice and tall. And let's drop our right ear to our right shoulder. Extend your left arm, and you're reaching your fingertips to the mat, pressing down. And then option to lay your right hand on top of your head. Again, we're not pulling, we're just adding a little bit of weight. And keep breathing. Pushing down in those left fingertips. Good, gently release, and we'll do the other side. So bring your left ear to your left shoulder, right fingertips to the mat, and then option to rest your left hand on top of your head. You're pushing your fingertips down into the mat. Nice, slow, steady breaths. Good, and gently release. Now I want you to interlace your fingers behind your back and then straighten out your elbows, pushing out your chest. We're going to do the same motion with our head. So drop your right ear to your right shoulder and feel that nice stretch. You can play around with the positioning of your chin. Make sure you're breathing. Good. Gently release that side and dip your right ear, your left ear to your left shoulder. Make sure your shoulders are not shrugged up by your ears. You're keeping them low. And again, you can play with the positioning of your chin. Good. Slowly release. And you can shake out your arms. All right, if you are in hero's pose, let's remove the block and come back to easy seat, Sukhasana. Inhale your arms out, and then exhale, eagle arms, right arm under left, pushing your elbows and your hands away from your face. A few breaths here. And let's twist to the right. And twist to the left. Awesome. Come back to center and release. Other side. Inhale, arms out to a T. This time left arm under right. Pushing your elbows and your hands away from your face. Take a few breaths. And move your arms to the left. And move your arms to the right. Nicely done. Exhale and release. All right, we're going to do a tricep stretch. So sit up nice and tall. Let's bring our right arm behind our neck and push down with our left hand. And then you can stretch over, leaning to the left. Option to drop your chin for a deeper stretch. Good, and release. Hopefully your neck and shoulders are starting to loosen up. Let's do the other side. Left arm up, bend it behind your head, and then push down with your right hand. And then stretching over to the right. And then you can dip your chin if that feels good. One more breath. And release. Awesome job. If you have a strap, go ahead and get it now. I'm just using the strap that comes rolled up on the yoga mat. You can use a belt or a really long sock. And let's put the strap in our right hand and bring it up and over just like we did with the tricep stretch. And then the left hand is going to come behind, thumb up, grab hold of the strap, walk your fingertips together, and let's sit up nice and tall, looking straight ahead at first. And then option to drop your chin. And just really listening to your body, finding out what feels good right now. Good, and release. Other side. Straps in the left hand, it goes up and behind your head. Right hand out, behind your back, thumb up, grab hold of the strap, walk your hands together, stay here looking forward. Option to drop your chin, listen to your body. Make sure you're breathing, not holding your breath. Awesome, and release. All right, we're going to come into some shoulder openings now. So let's come to our hands and knees into tabletop. And then once you get there, go ahead and lower all the way down to your belly. I'm going to do one of my favorite shoulder openers. So bring your right hand to 2 o'clock and rest on your right cheekbone. Bend both knees so your feet are in the air. And then drop both feet to your right. And then option to lift up that top knee, planting that left foot on the floor. And depending on how tight you are, this will stretch out not only the front, but the back of your shoulders. Good. Slowly exhale and roll back to center, taking your time. No rush here. And we're going to stretch out the other side. So bring your left arm to about 10 o'clock, resting on your left cheekbone. Bend your knees so your feet are in the air. And then drop both feet behind to the left. Option to lift up that top knee, planting that foot on the floor. Good. Slowly release, coming back to center, taking your time. Not rushing through any movements. Hands are at chest. We're going to push back into child's pose. And extend your arms forward. Forehead comes to mat. And then tent your fingers up So you're making these little tents with your hands and you're pushing your fingers into the mat. So you're feeling a nice stretch like in your armpit area. Good. Go ahead and release that. Come up on your forearms. We're going to do half puppy pose and then we'll do the full pose or heart to earth pose. So parallel your left arm to the front edge of the mat. Extend your right arm over it and then let your heart melt down towards the mat. Good. Slowly come back out of the pose and let's do the other side. So parallel your right arm to the front edge of the mat. Extend your left arm over and melt your heart towards the mat. Slowly come out of the pose and we're going to do the full pose now. So extend both arms long. Gently exhaling into the pose, taking your time. You can rest your forehead or your chin on the mat. Good. Slowly come back to tabletop. And we're going to come into our first down dog of the day. So push back, down dog. Go ahead and pedal out your feet. Nice long breath here. And just like we did in puppy pose, let your heart start yearning towards your yoga mat, opening up your shoulders. Now make sure your feet are hip distance apart. We're going to come down to our forearms into dolphin pose, but we're going to keep our arms parallel. This is opening up our shoulders by keeping them parallel to each other and not coming in. One more breath here, you got it. Option to put your knees down or push up back into down dog. And then walk your feet forward, bringing your hands towards your feet. We're in a forward fold. Option to gently sway from side to side. Drop the crown of the head to the mat. And let's ragdoll it, standing up. Very slowly coming up vertebrae by vertebrae. No rush here. Your head and shoulders are the last things to come up. All right, now open up your feet about as wide as the mat. And bring your hands, interlace your hands behind your back, straightening out your arms, pushing out your chest. Let's inhale here, slight back bend, look up. Exhale, bend your knees, push your hips back, come into a forward fold, letting your arms hang behind your head towards the yoga mat. Great, one more breath here. Good. Push down through your feet. Slowly come back up. Take your time. And let's do a counter stretch. So let's go palm to palm in front of our body. Round your back and look down. And if it feels good, you can gently sway from side to side. Good, and release. Hopefully you're feeling that tension in your neck and your shoulders leave your body. We're going to do 3 rounds of Surya Namaskar A, which is Sun Salutation A, just to generate some heat in our muscles. And then we're going to try 2 more shoulder openings that are a little bit, what am I looking for? That are harder poses to get into and your body really needs to be warmed up. So let's come to the top of our mat. Mountain pose, check your alignment. Get centered and balanced. On the inhale, we're going to move our arms up. Exhale into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift with a flat back. Exhale, release. Step back into plank. On your exhale, drop your knees, chest to chin, elbows in. Inhale, come up, upward dog. And exhale, tuck your toes, down dog. Inhale, look at your hands, step to the front of the mat. Inhale, fingertips. Exhale, release. Ground down through your feet. Come all the way up. And exhale, hands to your heart. Here we go. And round number 2. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, step back. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, step forward to fingertips. Exhale, release. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, hands to your heart. One more time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, step to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, step to the front. Take fingertips. Exhale, release. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, hands to your heart. Good. Stay here for 3 breaths. Okay, we're going to get into dancer's pose, and this is an intermediate pose. So make modifications for yourself and listen to your body. So ground down in your left foot and bend your right knee, grab your right foot like you're doing a quad stretch. Then move the right hand to the inside of that foot and inhale your left arm up. If this is enough for you, stay right here. This is perfect. If you're ready, we're going to come forward, pushing your right foot into your right hand into dancer's pose. Find an drishti to look at. And gently come back to that quad stretch and release. Great job. How did that go for you? Other side. Ground down in your right foot. And then bend your left knee, grabbing onto that foot. Move your left hand inside of that foot. Extend your right arm long. Option to stay right here or push into that foot. Come forward. Dancer's pose. Good. Come back the way we came. And exhale, release. Great job. Let's go ahead and sit down. Extend both legs long. And bend them quite generously. Sit up nice and tall. And we're just going to relax, leaning our belly on our thighs. Counter stretch to that dancer's pose. Good. Gently release. And we're going to come standing on our knees. So make sure your knees are about hip width apart. Your toes can be tucked or untucked. Hands come to heart. On your inhale, you're going to come to cactus arms, pushing your shoulder blades together, but not arching your back. And then exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, cactus arms, pushing your shoulder blades together. Exhale, hands to heart. 2 more times. Make sure you're not arching your back. Exhale. Last time, inhale. And exhale. From here, we're going to try camel pose. So go ahead and tuck your toes under. We're going to do half camel, and then full camel. So again, pay attention to your body. If you're not ready for full camel, just do half camel. So we're going to drop our right hand to our right heel, and then inhale your left arm up and over. Good. Come back up. We'll do the other side. So left hand to left heel, right arm comes up and over. Good, and release. If that was enough for you, do that again. If you think you're ready for camel, let's start with our hands at our lower back, pushing our pelvis and our hips and our thighs forward, and then come down. Both hands on both heels. Take care of your neck. I'm not releasing my neck all the way down. Good. Exhale, come back up. And child's pose for a counter stretch. Let's stay for 3 breaths. Focusing on that word, overcomer. Good. Gently rolled back so you're sitting on your heels, and then bring your legs forward. And we're just going to lie down into Shavasana. So let your breath come naturally. Relaxing all your muscles, relaxing your shoulders, your neck, your jaw. stops thanking God for everything that you have overcame in your life through Him. Good. Wiggle your toes and fingers. And bring both knees into your chest. Let's hold here for a breath. Letting that lower back sink into the mat. And cross at your ankles, kick up for some momentum, and come back up. Sitting cross-legged facing me. And close your eyes, follow your breath. Reminder of John 16:33. I have told you these things so that in me you may have peace. In this world you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world. Inhale both arms up. Exhale hands to your heart. I can't wait to see you tomorrow for our last day together, and bow. Namaste.